When most people visit a Titanic museum, they see artifacts. A suitcase, a watch, a photograph.
But when I saw this small shoe, I couldn't stop wondering about the child who once wore it. This is a dramatized story, inspired by the children of Titanic. In a small English town in the spring of 1912, a mother bought her daughter a gift, a pair of brown leather shoes. To most people, they were only shoes. To Anna, they were proof that a whole new life was about to begin. At home, they packed for the journey of a lifetime. Her mother folded their clothes with care, and Anna wrapped her new shoes gently and laid them on top, the most precious thing she owned. And then they saw her, Titanic, the largest moving object ever built by human hands. Among thousands of strangers, a little girl squeezed her mother's hand and stepped aboard, carrying her dreams in a suitcase and her new shoes on her feet. For a few short days, Titanic was a floating palace. The grand staircase, the dining room glittering with light, the endless ocean rolling past the rails.
Will we see the land soon, Mama?
Yes, darling, it is just ahead.
Anna stood at the rail beneath a sky full of stars, watching the great ship cut silently through the calm black water. The world had never seemed so peaceful. And then, just before midnight, a tremor. So slight that most never felt it. A shudder through the steel, a whisper of something wrong. The passengers paused, puzzled, and went on with their evening. They did not yet know that the unsinkable ship had just been given its death wound.
It's moving.
Then the crew began to move, quickly now, quietly. Life jackets passed hand to hand, a knock on every door. Anna's mother felt the first cold touch of fear. Something was wrong. And a little girl, watching her mother's face, began to understand the fairy tale was ending.
Stay close.
I am.
At the lifeboats, the world came apart. Shouting, pushing, families torn in two. Her mother was forced toward a boat, and in a single, terrible instant, Anna's hand slipped from hers, and the little girl vanished into the crowd. Somewhere in that terrible night, the sea took her. We do not show it. We do not need to. A small life ended in the cold and the dark. One of so many the ocean kept for itself. Some survived the sinking, others the years that followed. Anna's mother lived a long life, but a part of her never left that deck. She held her daughter's photograph through every empty year, still waiting for a child who would never come home. Many years had passed. The sea took almost everything, but leather endures where flesh cannot. And so two small shoes still rested together on the ocean floor, as if she had only just stepped out of them. Then the world reached down into the dark and brought them up, cleaned, cataloged, placed behind glass, labeled in a careful hand. Child shoes, unidentified. And one afternoon, an old woman came to stand before that glass. She had searched a whole lifetime, in crowds, in faces, in lists of names, never giving up on a child who never came home. And then they let her hold them, the little shoes her daughter wore that night. After a lifetime of searching, of crowds and faces and names, Anna was in her arms again. Not the child she lost, but all the sea would ever give back. In the end, this is all that remains. Not the ship, not the great headlines that filled the world. Only a small pair of shoes, and the love of a mother who never stopped searching, never let go. She was 8 years old. She loved these shoes. Her name was Anna. And now, at last, you know her too.
If this stayed with you, follow my channel, because the surface is never the whole story. There's a new story every time. Please subscribe.